Warning, the following content will contain verbal description of animal abuse. However, there will be no visual depiction. Did you ever hear of the tragedy of Julien Jean-César Leglois, the French vivisectionist from the early 1800s? He would do these experiments on animals where he might, chop their heads off, sever some nerves in their spinal cord, sever some nerves in their brain, and basically see how long the rabbit kept breathing or see if the rabbit's heart kept beating, stuff like that. He concluded that the 8th cranial nerve played a critical role in breathing, and he was correct. He also discovered that there was a central respiratory system based in an area of the brain known as the medulla oblongata. And would you believe it? This was the first time in human history that an area of the brain was correctly identified by experiment. He also tried to find out whether or not the heart needed the nervous system to pump blood around the body, or whether or not it could keep pumping that blood by itself. Previous experiments had proven that the heart would continue to beat for a few minutes after being removed from the body. But Julien Jean-César Leglois tried multiple experiments in which he would try to sever the nervous system from the heart. He tried loads of things to do that. He would drown the rabbit, cut its head off, break its spinal cord, and he was able to prove that while the heart could beat by itself, it still needed help from the nervous system, or else it wouldn't be strong enough to pump all that blood. He also invented the heart bypass, would you believe it? He would cut the rabbit's head off, tie up several of its key nerves and arteries, and then pump air into the rabbit's body to keep it alive for a bit longer. He would also transplant the decapitated rabbit's organs with fresh organs from a still living rabbit. The idea was that the fresh, still oxygenated blood would be oxygenated, therefore it would keep the rabbit alive a bit longer. He published a book about everything he did in 1812, and then 2 years later he died in 1814.